This is Jarrod Horak, and it's Sunday, August 18th, and in this video, I'm going to update the latest Pacific Classic news. Now, the Pacific Classic nominations close on August 22nd. The race will be drawn on August 27th, and then the Pacific Classic will be run at Del Mar at 1.25 miles on Saturday, August 31st. Now, right now, 9 horses are listed as possible. It's August 18th now, so we still have a little less than 2 weeks to go for the Pacific Classic. So we'll have to see if a shipper, maybe 2 shippers, end up getting into the mix in the coming days. But since I last checked in, I had 2 horses that I listed as possible not running in the Pacific Classic, and I've added 3 other horses to the list that are now possible for the Pacific Classic. And Todd Pletcher recently told Daily Racing Form he doesn't plan on shipping any horses to Del Mar for the Pacific Classic, so we'll have to see if any other shippers get in the mix or not. And 7-time Pacific Classic winning trainer Bob Baffert, he still has 3 possibilities for the big race. Now we'll go through these horses in alphabetical order, and we'll talk about their latest workouts. Now, Dr. Venkman, this one stretched out in distance, and he faced 2023 Pacific Classic winner Arabian Knight in the Grade 2 San Diego at Del Mar earlier this meet. And Arabian Knight set the pace. He weakened. Dr. Venkman stalked, got a clear lead, and then he won that race by a length. That was 1.16 miles. Now let's see if he can get 1.25 miles. He did work out twice since he ran in that San Diego handicap. 2 workouts at Del Mar, 4 furlongs in 47.60 seconds, 9th best of 92 on August 10th. I mentioned that one in my last video. And then he most recently went 6 furlongs, 112.40 seconds, 2nd best of 12 on August 17th. Express Train, a veteran campaigner here, and he rallied from last place, and he ended up running 3rd in the San Diego. So he's a 7-year-old. He was 6th in the 2021 Pacific Classic and 4th in the Pacific Classic in 2022. And he hasn't won a race since 2022, since the Santa Anita handicap. So he's 0 for 5 in races since that victory. So he did miss all of 2023, and then he was 3rd in both of his starts this year. I mentioned that he worked out 4 furlongs on August 9th in my last video. And since then, he's worked 6 furlongs in 113 flat, 3rd best of 8. That was on August 16th. Full Serrano for trainer John Sadler. Now, John Sadler has won the Pacific Classic in 4 of the last 6 years. He won it with Accelerate, Higher Power, Tripoli, and Flightline. And this horse, he made his first start in this country on August 3rd at Del Mar. And he got out there and he dueled from the inside post, and he edged away, and he won that race by 2.25 lengths. That was a 1-mile optional claiming race, and he's possible for the Pacific Classic. He worked 5 furlongs in 59.80 seconds, 7th best of 92 at Del Mar on August 18th. Katonah, this one won the Pleasanton Mile in 2023, and then he returned from a long layoff, and he finished 2nd at 20-1 odds in the San Diego handicap earlier in the meet. He worked 4 furlongs in 47.40, 6th best of 92 on August 10th, and then 6 furlongs in 112.60, 3rd best of 12 on August 17th. Midnight Mammoth, he went wire to wire and dominated the Grade 3 Cougar the Second Stakes by more than 10 lengths, and he defeated Reincarnate that day, but that was at 1.5 miles. So now he's going to be cutting back in distance. That was on July 25th as well. So he worked 4 furlongs in 48, 19th best of 92 on August 10th, and 6 furlongs in 113.20, 6th best of 12 on August 17th. Mixto is one of the new horses that's in the mix, and he's just 1 for 13 overall. But he did hit the board in 4 stakes races. He was 2nd in the Grade 2 San Antonio last year, and then this year, 3rd in the Grade 2 San Pasqual, 3rd in the Grade 3 Californian, and 2nd in the Pleasanton Mile in his last start. He did break his maiden in a maiden special weight, a dirt route race at Del Mar last fall, and he's had 4 workouts at Del Mar since July 21st. His most recent workout, 6 furlongs in 114 flat, 10th best of 12 on August 17th. Newgate, one of the possibilities for trainer Bob Baffert in this race, one of 3 Baffert hopefuls. We'll see if he ends up going here. He was 2nd in the Grade 2 San Pasqual, 1st in the Big Cap earlier this year, and then in his last start in the Grade 1 Dubai World Cup, that was at Maidan on March 30th, he was 9th that day. And he's only had 2 published workouts since that Dubai World Cup, both at Del Mar and both this month. 3 furlong bullet and 36.40, best of 8 on August 9th, 4 furlongs in 49.80, 24th best of 32 on August 15th. Next one up is Parenting, a 3-year-old for trainer Bob Baffert. And Bob Baffert won this race with a 3-year-old last year, Arabian Knight. So we'll see if Parenting does go in this spot. He's just 3 for 3. He's only run 3 times. He really won the Affirm Stakes easily earlier this year, getting a 95 buyer speed figure. And then he faced older rivals. That was a 1-mile dirt race at Del Mar on July 28th. And he got a 100 buyer speed figure. And he had to turn away a couple of challenges there. So that was a good, solid effort. But he hasn't worked out since that race. So we'll still have to see if he ends up going in the Pacific Classic. This is a son of Justify. Lemon Drop Kid is the dam sire. So there is hope that he could handle 1.25 miles based on that pedigree. Obviously, he has a lot of talent. He's 3 for 3. His speed figures are on the rise. Reincarnate, another one that wasn't mentioned as a possibility last time, but he is now. He was 3rd in the Grade 1 Big Cap earlier this year, 4th in the Grade 2 Oaklawn Handicap, 2nd in the Grade 2 Hollywood Gold Cup, and then in the Grade 3 Cougar the Second, he was 2nd there as well, behind the Runaway winner. So he has back-to-back bullet workouts at Del Mar. 6 furlongs in 111.40, best of 4 on August 10th. 5 furlongs in 59.60, best of 78 on August 17th. So those are the 9 horses that are possible for the Pacific Classic as of this stage. As I said, the race of nominations don't close until August 22nd, so there's still time for horses to nominate, and we'll see what the final nomination list looks like and then which horses end up going in the Pacific Classic. Now, 2 horses that I mentioned in my last video not running in the Pacific Classic. Arabian Knight, last year's Pacific Classic winner, is now targeting the Grade 2 Pat O'Brien Stakes at 7 furlongs at Del Mar next weekend on August 24th. Now, a couple other big names are in that race as well. The Chosen Vron, top sprinter right now, California bred, top sprinter on the West Coast, and then Senior Buscador as well. So they're both targeting, along with Arabian Knight, the Grade 2 Pat O'Brien. So that looks like that's going to be a good race next weekend. So as I said, he won the Pacific Classic as a 3-year-old last year. And his first start this year, he returned from a layoff of more than 9 months. That was in the Grade 2 San Diego on July 27th. He set the pace, he weakened. He was 4th in a 5-horse field, missed 3rd place by a half length. He's had 2 works since the San Diego, 5 furlongs in a minute, .40, 23rd best of 90 on August 11th, and then 5 furlongs from the gate in a minute, .20, 9th best of 78 on August 17th. Now, Bob Baffert said if he does do well in the Pat O'Brien, he's going to move on and run in the Grade 1 $1 million California Crown at Santa Anita on September 28th. Subsanador was the other horse that I mentioned as a possible Pacific Classic starter in my last video, but he is not running in the Pacific Classic because he shipped to Monmouth Park for the Grade 3 Island this weekend. That was at 1.5 miles 16th on August 17th, and he stalked the pace. He scored. He won by a length and a half as the 3-2 favorite. So Subsanador not running in the Pacific Classic. So that's all the updated Pacific Classic news that I have. And you can read my Pacific Classic and Travers Stakes articles at todaysracingdigest.com in their news section. And then I have a promo code for Today's Racing Digest fans. If you're interested in getting the 3-track complete digest pack that you can get now through the end of the Del Mar meet on September 8th, here's how you do it. Go over to todaysracingdigest.com. Click Handicapping Products at the top of the homepage, and then click Complete Digest, and then 3-track Complete Digest. And then you can use promo code TRD75 off, and you can get the 3-track Complete Digest pack for $7.50. That typically costs $30, so this is a 75% off coupon code. Very good deal with these big Saturday cards coming up on next Saturday for August 24th, Travers Day, August 31st, Pacific Classic Day. You don't have to use it on a Saturday, but those are specifically good days to use it because with these big weekend cards coming up, you can get some handicapping help by getting those digests, those complete digest products. And this coupon code is limited to 1 use per customer. Now, my other things that I post on my YouTube channel, I've been doing these Saratoga quick pick short videos all summer long. And my top choices have 11 wins from 22 races, and I have a bunch of second place finishes as well. So I'm going to be posting a bunch of quick pick videos on my YouTube channel for Travers Week. So check all those out coming later next week. And then if you want a daily free pick from around the country, go over to the runawayhorse.com. my Better Bets blog. Each day I post a free pick from around the country. And then I'm also doing Del Mar full cards this summer like I do every year. And you can get individual full cards, weekly and weekend packages, and the entire meet at therunawayhorse.com on my sales page. And you can also get my full cards at todaysracingdigest.com. And that'll wrap up this video. Keep checking my YouTube channel next week. A bunch of handicapping videos coming up. It's Travers Week, a lot of stuff going on. And until I see you next time, good luck at the races.